Hey guys, do you know what the air around is made of? There's obviously oxygen and carbon dioxide, but did you know that the most abundant gas in the air is nitrogen? In fact, 78% of the air is nitrogen. So where do these gases come from? We know that humans breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Then plants take in carbon dioxide for photosynthesis and give out oxygen. So that explains how we get these two gases. But what about nitrogen? Neither plants nor animals seem to take nitrogen from the air. However, it is not that plants or animals don't need nitrogen. All living organisms need nitrogen. In fact, nitrogen is required to build proteins in plants as well as animals. However, since nitrogen is an inactive gas, it cannot be absorbed from the air by plants or animals. Animals obtain this nitrogen by either eating proteins present in other animals or by eating proteins present in plants. However, for plants to obtain nitrogen, it needs to be converted into some form that can be absorbed by plants. Who or what do you think converts the nitrogen into a form that can be absorbed by plants? Yes, it's the microorganisms. Let's meet some of them. Meet blue-green algae, aka BGA. They live in the soil and take the nitrogen gas from the air spaces in the soil and create nitrates in the soil, which are absorbed by plants and used to build proteins. Another good guy for plants is a bacterium called rhizobium. These live in the roots of plants like peas, dal, and other leguminous plants and share an interesting relationship with them. Like BGA, rhizobium also converts atmospheric nitrogen in the soil to nitrates. However, since these bacteria are present in the roots of leguminous plants, these nitrates become available for these plants directly. The plant in turn provides the rhizobium with shelter as well as the nutrients that it needs to grow and survive. This is the relationship that I was talking about, one in which both the organisms benefit. It is a relationship that is biologically termed as symbiosis. So, I hope you understand and appreciate how tiny organisms that cannot even be seen play such a major role in providing plants with useful nitrogen compounds. But what about humans and animals? Where do they get their share of nitrogen from? Simple, they eat leguminous plants since they are rich in proteins and therefore nitrogen. Or they eat other animals that eat such plants. Eventually, all living things die, and as the plant or animal body decomposes, the nitrogen compounds from the body go back into the soil. Some of these compounds are directly used by plants, while others are converted back to nitrogen by another type of bacteria called denitrifying bacteria. So, the nitrogen taken from the air eventually returns back to the air. And this entire process is called the nitrogen cycle. And it occurs continuously, even as I speak. These microorganisms are tiny, but they have some real life-saving powers, don't you think? Imagine the earth without them.